She thought life meant life. Now a Santa Fe woman says she's heartbroken about a plea deal in her son's murder last year. When his killer agreed to plead guilty to murder and accept a life sentence, Lil Snee did not know that he'd be eligible for release in 30 years. Today she told a judge she feels cheated. News 13's Dave Bowman is live in the Newsplex with more.
37-year-old John LaBombard beat and executed Lil's son Frank Segura last July, then dumped his body in the Santa Fe National Forest. Lil Snee says if LaBombard ever gets out of prison, justice will not have been served.
A parent's worst nightmare became my reality.
Frank Segura's mother remembers learning of her son's murder last year. But Lil Snee told the court another nightmare began last week when she learned her son's killer, John LaBombard's life sentence, came with the possibility of parole.
I seek justice for my son and for the safety of this community.
Snee thought life in prison meant no parole. She told the court her son made poor choices but was turning his life around. He was ready to help police put together a drug dealing case against LaBombard. And she told the court how LaBombard bragged at local bars of murdering Frank Segura before LaBombard was arrested for the crime. And 5 feet away, you could see LaBombard mocking the grieving mother.
Please hold LaBombard accountable for all of the crimes he committed, was charged with and confessed to, and to be punished to the full extent of the law.
Judge Michael Vigil says he cannot change state law. Then he sentenced John LaBombard to life in prison, adding the killer can be considered for parole in the year 2039 when LaBombard will be 67. Lil Snee says prosecutors initially sought the death penalty.
If Mr. LaBombard gets out in 30 years, will justice have been served?
No. No. Absolutely not.
Lil Snee does not think prosecutors deliberately misled her when they told her the plea deal, but she says New Mexico needs to change the law so judges can sentence killers to life in prison without parole. Back to you.
2 weeks ago, LaBombard's co-defendant Justin Romero pleaded guilty to kidnapping and battery. He faces 2 to 14 years in prison.